welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching today. Thank you. I'm loving today because a subscriber just came to my inbox and was trying to argue something out with me. All right. Well, I may not be correct in everything I say, but some of the things I do say, all right, if you go there and check, you will always find out that they are exactly what I do. That is why I always say, when you watch my videos, make sure you do your own research so that you know and you are up to date with the information I'm giving you. All right. Now, today's video, we are going to be talking, I will be talking about Schengen visa questions. All right. I will be talking about 4, 5, or 6 Schengen visa questions. There are many questions that can be asked to you by the diplomatic mission, the embassy, or the consular when you are applying for a Schengen visa. All right. But I want to pick some of the questions. I have actually picked some of the questions, and I will be asking you or telling you what to do. All right. In case you are asked like this, you should defend yourself like this at the level of the embassy or consular, because I realize most of us, we fumble sometimes, and some questions, some people don't know how to react. All right. Because remember, most Schengen visas are not student visas. All right. The visa interview that is going to be given, or interview questions are going to be different for a study visa and a Schengen visa. I hope you understand. And another type of visa like the interview, like the visit visa. So if you must apply for a Schengen visa, know that the questions that will be asked to you are just related to your travel. Okay, they are not going to come from space. They are just things related to your travel or your travel information. All right, and all you need to do is just to know your information. Don't fill a form with A, and when you reach the level of the interview, you tell the visa official that is B. No. All right, that is the reason why you are being interviewed. So some of the few questions I selected will include, they will always ask you a question like, if you see me looking down here, guys know that I'm looking at my jotter. All right, I always make sure I don't forget. So they will ask you, are you traveling with some people? All right, or with someone? You will always get this question at the level of the embassy or the consular. They will always ask you, I mean the visa officials, are you traveling with someone or with some people? In this case, if you are traveling alone, it's just normal to tell them, no, I'm traveling alone. All right, just be polite. There is nothing wrong with that. If you are traveling with someone, just tell them, I'm traveling with somebody, I'm traveling with a group of person. If they ask you this type of questions, all right. But now, if you say I'm traveling with somebody, you should expect more questions about who is the person and where is the person from and things like that. All right. If you are telling them that you are traveling with somebody, if truly you are traveling with a person, you should be able to like defend yourself. All right, that is very normal. But in case you are going alone, there is no need telling the officials that you are traveling with somebody. All right, but if you are traveling with a group of people, you should know more about them. Are they classmates? Are they business associates? Are they the co-workers? Are they colleagues from somewhere? You understand what I mean? So you should be able to know that, because if you say I'm traveling with somebody, you should expect more questions from the visa official. All right, I hope you understand me. Now the next question you would always get, or you can be asked, is, can you show me your bank statement or proofs that you have money in your account, or your statement of finance or something like that? Can you prove that you are going to sustain yourself while you visit the Schengen region? Yes, this one is very important, because as a student, even if you are applying for a student visa, you need to show proof that you have money to take care of yourself, because most governments don't want that people to come and crowd their cities. And because already there are a lot of problems on governments already. They are trying to take care of their own citizens and the refugees in most of these countries. All right, so they don't need people to come and add the burden or the load. So the embassy will always ask you, can you show me that you have money? Do you have money? And so this type of questions. All right, in this case now, you have to show your bank statement. All right, the first thing I will always advise you to do is, when you go to the level of the embassy, always make sure you are polite, you say the truth. All right, the truth is what can always save you from this place. And again, if your documents are legal, if your things are all okay, there is no need to panic, because of course you will get it if you follow the requirements well. All right, so you will always get this question. So the essence here, again, like I said before, is to prove that you can take care of yourself, and of course you can return back home. All right, because if you don't have money, how are you going to return back from the Schengen region? Remember, it's like a visit visa or a visa for 30 days or something. All right, so they'll just want to see the statement. So what you should really do in this case is you should know your statements. All right, and in this case you also need to know that the statement you will be providing is usually a 6 months bank statement. All right, don't just get somebody to put money, huge sum of money into your bank account, and you go and take the document to the embassy, because they are going to see it, and when they find out that it is a huge sum of money that was deposited in a particular period, they will obviously ask you, where did you get this type of money from, and things like that, and it may complicate you. All right, so the best way is just to get your statement that has been running for 6 months. Again, any type of account is okay, in as much as you can put money, you can withdraw, then it is fine. All right, there is no problem about that. Or if you have people who can sponsor you, let's say family. All right, if a family can sponsor you, it will be best, because of course you are going to get their bank statement, then you get sponsorship, let me say pay slips. All right, pay slips to show that you work or the family works or something like that. Then in that case they will represent you and say, no, if he is stranded, if they are stranded, we can take care of them to return back home. I hope you understand. Then you can also get a question like, do you have a job leave approved by your employer or your company? Yeah, this one I would say it is also very mandatory or very important. If you can get a job leave or get a notification from your employer to show that you are on leave and you want to go on holidays, it will be fine. But if you don't have it, it's properly automatically still fine, because there is no problem about that. But you should just prove that you are not going to remain in this particular country. All right, you are not going to remain. Of course you will return back home. And I think if you do not still have a job leave, but you can prove that you are still very much present within the company you work with, it is still very, very okay. Nobody is going to doubt your capabilities. I hope you understand. So I think, but the best way for me is just to have a job leave. Try to tell your company or your employer to give you leave, and of course you get a document from them to present to the embassy that, no, I am on leave. That is the reason I'm taking this move. All right, because questions like this will always come up if you are going abroad. Remember, it will always favor you if you work, but if you don't work, it is going to be a very big problem, because like I said, the only means you can get out of it is to get people to sponsor you, and you show their bank statements and their payment slips. But if you provide this money, it will be a very big problem, because the doubts would be on you. You are not working, how are you getting money? You understand what I mean? Then the other question you should expect is, do you have any family members in these countries, or do you have any family members living in the Schengen region? Yes, this is a very tricky question, and like I said before at the beginning of this video, please always be sincere. If you have a family member or family members who live within the Schengen region, let me say Belgium, Germany, Netherlands, Denmark, tell them, yes, I have family members, but I will not be living with them because I am just on a short leave, but I might visit them. All right, it is no problem. If you have family members, tell them, yes, I have family members or I have friends there in the Schengen region, but I am not visiting them. I might visit them. It still depends on you. All right, but when you have family members within the Schengen region and you tell the embassy or the consulate that you do not have family members, and later on they can find out, and if they find out and see that you have friends, people related to you or family members, you are in serious problem. Your visa may be rejected because you lied. You understand? So these are some of the things you should be very much aware of. There is no problem to have a family. You can have the whole family in the Schengen region. It doesn't mean that if you go there, you will be living with them. You can tell the embassy that you have family members, you have an aunt, an uncle, but you will not be living with him when you go there, or you will visit them for a temporary something. It's not permanent and stuff like that. You understand? So these are some of the questions you should expect. Then again, you can get something like, do you pay income tax? Now, this is a very important question for you to answer, because normally as a citizen of any country, if you work, you are you are supposed to pay income tax, all right? However, if you are to travel to a Schengen region for visit, it should be noted that you should be a worker, all right? Because of course, if you are not working, where are you getting money to go on holidays or on tourism or things like that? So if you are asked, do you have an income tax, you should be able to defend by saying you have it. And if you don't have it, it's still not a problem. You should just give a reason or show a reason why you do not have an income tax. The income tax here, I mean, is if you don't have a tax number, which means that you do not pay tax. Because for me, for example, I have a tax number, which means I pay tax, all right? So this type of question is not a problem to me. But for you, if you don't have the income tax or if you don't pay tax, it's totally fine. Just bring a statement or a document to prove that you are okay with it, all right? But again, now you are showing the embassy that you have money to take care of yourself in the Schengen region. Remember, now where are you getting the money from? Again, it is totally fine to get money online. I'm not judging anyone. You can get money from online businesses, all right? There are so many people making huge sum of money from online, but remember, when you make money from online and you do not put it in terms of business, it is totally against most of the country's laws, all right? Because normally you are going to put it into a business and if you are a business person, automatically you pay tax to the government, all right? So but it is still fine. Like I said, I'm not judging anybody, but it is totally okay for them or for you to provide your tax statement or something, all right, to prove that you pay tax, all right? But if you are not putting your money, your online money, into a business, it doesn't really matter, all right? Just provide a document or give a perfect reason why you don't have the income tax law or something like that. I hope you understand. So that is what you should be focusing on and stuff like that. And there are so many other questions you might be asked at: which country specifically are you going to be visiting within the Schengen zone? Automatically, if you are going as a tourist, you are going to be moving all around the Schengen region. You may go visit 5 countries or 6. It depends on you, because remember, the visa type you will be getting is a Schengen visa, which permits you to move across all Schengen states, okay? So if you don't know the particular number of countries, you can say you are going to visit 2, 3, or 4, all right? It just depends on you. And again, remember, I talked about money in your bank account, and it should be huge sum of money. Remember, some countries in the Schengen zone are highly expensive to live in than others. For example, if you are to visit Luxembourg, you are to visit Denmark, you are to visit the Netherlands, expect to spend more money than when you are visiting Germany, Poland, and Latvia. Or Latvia is not even a member. You understand? So that is how you should defend yourself. There are a lot of questions, all right? You can be asked, do you have any problems, any complications, and stuff like that? But just be sincere and be yourself. There is nothing difficult in it, all right? Just be sincere, and that is what I think is going to help a lot. Thank you, guys. I think this is the end of this video. I will be bringing you further updates about so many things happening, all right? Until we meet again, peace.